BlackRock is going to pump $2 billion into Bitcoin ETF next week. But do you think this is a trap? And do you think that Bitcoin will crash instead? What if this is a trap? You see, usually when a crypto product lists on a major exchange, these hyped up major listings tend to be sell on news events. What I mean by that, right? Basically, the market is so hyped, like when Coinbase was listing on the NASDAQ exchange, or when the Bitcoin futures ETF was listing on the NASDAQ exchange. The market is so hyped up, and they knew this was coming weeks and months away, so therefore everyone starts buying because they think there are going to be more buyers after them, right? So the market starts buying. By the time this news is confirmed, it's already been priced in because everyone knew already 99% chance, 90% chance beforehand that this was going to happen. So it's not a surprise, it's not a shock to the market. In fact, if you remember that I personally called many times these sell on news tops with coins such as Shiba Inu and Pepe. Do you remember the time when Pepe was listed on Binance? And I said that was going to be the top. And that turned out was the exact top. Do you remember how I said Shiba Inu 2 years ago when it listed, right, on the Binance exchange? I said that was going to be the top on the day of listing, and that was the top. Do you remember Doge when Elon Musk, right, went on Saturday Night Live? I said that was going to be the Pico top. We need to sell on that date. Right? And that turned out to be the Pico top because these events are hotly anticipated, so therefore they've been priced out already. Just for proof, this is from my last video and also from my Twitter, right? Whenever Bitcoin has a major listing like this, like the Coinbase listing or the Bitcoin futures listing, all these listings turned out to be the major tops, right? And now we're having this Bitcoin spot ETF approval probably either Monday or Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those 3 days this week. So naturally, there's a lot of talk of, will this be another sell on news event? My opinion has been that I don't think it would be a sell news event this time. I think this time is probably different. Why is that? Because usually what happens is these people who can buy Bitcoin beforehand, they would buy it before this big news, big positive event happens to drive up the price. So it's already been discounted. But this time, the half of the market, right, who wants to buy actually cannot buy. What am I talking about? Well, coming back to the headline that I used at the start of this video, which basically says BlackRock itself might pump $2 billion in the first week, in 1 week, right, going into the spot Bitcoin ETF. Why are they waiting till the first week? Next week, why didn't they buy yesterday? Why didn't they buy a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, when they knew that this Bitcoin ETF was coming? Well, it is because legally, for a large Wall Street institution that manages, retirement funds and insurance money and, the teachers' union funds, whatever, they cannot legally buy Bitcoin, right? That is why they need a Bitcoin ETF. That's why a Bitcoin ETF is so important. That's why it's so hyped up. So if they could not buy legally in big size, in any big amount, so if they say have $2 billion, $5 billion, $10 billion, they just cannot buy the Bitcoin, then they actually have to wait till the date of the approval and then to start buying. So therefore, it is quite possible that the Bitcoin ETF is not fully priced in. It's somewhat priced in by retail traders like you and myself because we can get it, right, before BlackRock. But BlackRock actually cannot get in yet. And it's not just BlackRock, like ARK Invest, like Grayscale, like, the GBTC, like, a lot of these, Franklin Templeton, a lot of these large Wall Street institutions actually cannot get in. So if I have to make a prediction, my guess would be that in the first week or so, Bitcoin either, if I think 90% chance Bitcoin ETF will be approved, and when it does, I'm thinking the price goes sideways, right? And it might actually rally in the first week of the Bitcoin ETF approval. But what happens next? Follow Pablo for more updates.